and to all who would come into contact with him, those who listened to him and watched him on EWTN, he really brought that joy and the peace of Jesus across in his mannerisms and the way he dealt with people. And maybe it is a coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidence. I believe in divine providence. That he died yesterday on the feast of St. Lucy. One of the Fatima visionaries was named Lucia, St. Lucy. He also died on the last 13th day of the year in 2017. The 13th day of the month is always significant in the apparitions of our Blessed Mother at Fatima. October 13th marked 100 years since the miracle of the sun, where over 70,000 people witnessed the sun, the miracle of the sun, racing down toward earth, where many people, even unbelievers, were converted on the spot. This was 100 years this year. And Sister Lucia, back in 2005, she also died on the 13th of the month, but in the month of February. So the 13th of the month, I can't help but think in God's design, these things are not coincidence. These things are somewhat providential. And his most urgent life project was the promotion of the message of Our Lady of Fatima. And I would highly encourage our viewers and listeners to get Father Andrew's book on Fatima and study it thoroughly. It's called Fatima for Today, an urgent Marian message of hope. You can get this through EWTN Religious Catalog. I know our phones are going to be blowing up today. Hopefully they will be. It's a great book to read. Father Andrew's book, Fatima for Today, the urgent Marian message of hope. And buy one too for your children and all of your friends. It's not too late for stocking stuffers. And recently, a few weeks ago, he told a very dear friend of our community, Father Andrew did, that is, he told her that he believes that people still have not heeded and started living out Our Lady's requests at Fatima back in 1917 that she urged us to live. And Pope Benedict Emeritus XVI said to learn the message of Fatima, first to learn it, to study it, and then to live it, to truly incorporate it into one's life, and then from there to spread it, to spread what Our Lady had come to say, and really nothing new. It's always the gospel message. It is a message of prayer, sacrifice, suffering, and holiness of life. Charity, ultimately. To live a life of holiness dedicated completely to God. Father Andrew would say that the message of Our Lady of Fatima is basically a brief summary of Christian living. Our Lady of Fatima told the 3 shepherd children that she desired them to pray the rosary every single day. It's not a very hard request to make or an obligation to fulfill, to pray the rosary every single day, and how that will change our lives. And this was the only specific request that Our Blessed Lady made in all 6 apparitions to the children in Fatima. She later told the children that the rosary is so powerful that it can stop wars, it can bring peace, and it can convert sinners. And anyone that I know that has picked up the rosary, that has started praying the rosary can say so in their own lives. That it brings peace not just among the outside of their lives, but most of all, it brings peace to their own hearts as well. It brings peace to their families. And also the conversion of sinners. Many people start praying the rosary, find themselves converting even more, giving their lives more and more completely over to Jesus Christ. In the gospel today, St. John the Baptist, his mission was to pave the way, to point others to the one who could save them from their sins. He was never the object of desire. That is St. John the Baptist. He always pointed the way to somebody else.